You understand? Mhm. Hello, my lord.
Yes.
Okay,
Good
we can hear
morning.
you now. Good morning.
Yes.
Can you put on your video as well?
Yes, I joined.
Can you put on your video?
Yes.
And then also share your presentation. The sharing is available for non-hosts. Please check the configuration so that's okay. All right. So my colleague here will be giving direction so that you'll be able to share your screen and also share your video as well.
I've shared it now.
Okay.
This is CoMiS, an easy-to-use court management information system that allows you to seamlessly process everything that has to do with legal matters, verifiable affidavits, probate management, land verification, and more. Do you have a case to process? No problem. With CoMiS, you can go from filing cases to getting
The Court Management Information System CoMiS provides robust relational databases, digital archiving, analytics, proceedings, management and reporting techniques, which aims at phasing out the traditional pen, paper, and hard copy filing processes and procedures. The features of CoMiS are e-filing, e-affidavits, e-assessment, e-payments, case/case suit number assignment and management.
I'm sorry. Hello. Hello. Is Mr. Shah?
This is CoMiS, an easy-to-use court management information system that allows you to seamlessly process everything that has to do with legal matters, verifiable affidavits, probate management, land verification, and more. Do you have a case to process? No problem. With CoMiS, you can go from filing cases to getting a date assigned by the judge and even to the virtual hearing of matters. CoMiS is quick, the transactions are transparent, and since you can carry out any of the processes from the comfort of your home over the internet, it is quite accessible and convenient to use. You can either choose to subscribe for all of the services or use one service per time. To learn more about CoMiS and all of our services, contact us today on CoMiS, rendering efficient court services.
The Court Management Information System CoMiS provides robust relational databases,
Yes,
digital
sir. We can hear you,
archiving,
sir.
analytics.
Yes, my lord. We can hear you, sir.
Did you get that? Yes, I want you to handle the slide.
Yes, my lord. You may proceed with your slides, sir. Hello, my lord. Hello, sir, my lord.
access to justice, improve court efficiency, and promote transparency. Throughout this webinar, we'll examine the question, is the court a physical place or a dynamic service that leverages technology to better serve justice? We'll explore the ways in which technology can help shape the future of courts. Let's dive into this important conversation as we meet our keynote speaker for today. For today, our keynote speaker is Honorable Justice Rahman Oshodi, presides over the Special and Sexual Offences Courts of the High Court of Lagos State. His Lordship has a solid educational foundation having earned his law degree and a master's in law from the University of Lagos. Justice Oshodi's exceptional contributions to the legal field have been recognized with numerous prestigious awards. Notably, in 2022, he was honored with the Award for Judicial Excellence from the Nigerian Bar Association, Lagos Branch, a testament to his outstanding performance and dedication. Before his elevation to the High Court bench, His Lordship received 2 special recognition awards from the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, PEBEC, in 2019 and 2020 for his role in training magistrates and court registrars in Lagos and Kano states on the Small Claims Court. The awards were presented by the former Vice President of Nigeria, Professor Yemi Osibanjo, SAN-GCON. Justice Oshodi participated in the 39th Cambridge International Symposium on Economic Crime, September 2022. His Lordship is a manuscript reviewer for the Journal of Financial Crime and Money Laundering Control, contributing to the global discourse on legal issues. Furthermore, Justice Oshodi's leadership and expertise are evident in his involvement in several committees within the Lagos State Judiciary. He chairs the Committee on E-Filing in the Magistrate Court, the Committee on Official Court Reporters, the Committee on Bail Information Management System, and the Remote Hearing Committee while serving on the Small Claims Court Committee. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our host, our keynote speaker for today, I beg your pardon, Justice Oshodi. You're very welcome, sir.
Hello, my lord. We can't hear you.
Yes, may I proceed?
Hello, my lord.
Yes. Hello? Good afternoon. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, my lord, we can hear you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, my lord, we can hear you.
Yes, good morning. Should I proceed now? But can you hear me? May I proceed now? May I proceed?
Yes, my lord, you can proceed.
Yes, good morning, my lord. Distinguished participants. It is possible for me to give this talk presentation. It's all about smart. Can you please share my slide? Smart court and court services. And let me start by saying I attended an open lecture recently at the University of Lagos. The Chief Justice was the guest speaker. And in the course of the discussion, it became very clear that technology important for the judiciary less and judicial
Sorry for that break. It was due to some technical issues. Our keynote speaker is joining us live from Lagos, and we had some transmission issues. Please bear with us as he's going to come back live to join us here. So please don't log off. Remember, I said click the link, share to your friends so that we have enough people on this live. Share on your social media platforms, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Yes, our keynote speaker is back now, so we'll have him begin from the beginning. We'll have him start afresh since we lost touch of audio and some technical issues. All right, sir. Let's welcome again our keynote speaker for today, Justice Oshodi. You're very welcome, sir.
Okay. Yes, can you hear me now? Good morning, my Lord distinguished guests. The presentation today is smart court and court services. The theme of the program, as the speaker correctly mentioned, is the court a place for service in the 21st century? Well, it is fortunate for me to be here to give this presentation. I think I mentioned earlier that in June this year, I attended an open lecture at the University of Lagos. The Honorable Chief Justice of Nigeria was the guest speaker. And there was a robust discussion after that where some other speakers also gave support discussion relating to the subject. And at the end of the discussion, it became very clear that technology has become a part of our court system, and it's important for everyone to embrace it. It is also important that we also sustain it. This is the reason why, and it's also closely connected to the topic I'm speaking about today. Now, the general concept, whether court can be served without stepping into the courtroom. Let me begin by saying that we must begin to rethink court system in a digital age. Traditionally, when we say court, the image that comes to mind is a building, the chambers, the registry, the courtrooms. As a place more for servicing in time, transparently, and in ways that are accessible to all, regardless of geography, time, and complexity. The growing public demand is not just for rulings, but for efficient and participatory processes that are traceable and accountable. Courts are being called to be smart and set beyond walls. I mean, and indeed, there's a growing concern regarding open. The public all over the world are beginning to use the courtroom. And that's the reason why in the UK now, the sentencing remarks can watch on YouTube. And watch live. I think some countries are doing to ensure the concept of open justice. lawyers, and citizens. Transparent processes with digital case files, trails, efficient paperless workflows that save time and resources. Let me say something about the digital case trails. When cases are filed, based on the paper work that we usually do, we do not really know what time the case is filed, what time it is assigned, what time it goes from the registry to the court, even what time the whole commissioner for oath endorses on the court process. But now we can have this and ensure that these things are done timely. I continue with I'm out of this. Send him the password. Oh. So the last story. Yeah. Yeah, come and see. What's the username? LSJ remote court. Just a minute. Okay, thank you. Transparency. Now, I'm going to also discuss what is jet was and summing up fast and LSJ remote court. Okay, I'm connected. Yes, it's already there. Okay, just wait here. Wait here. Let me go to Zoom again. Yes, can you confirm if you can hear me now? I'm on. It's fine. Is it charging? Yes, I'm clearly. I've changed my stuff. Yes, yes. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, beloved, we can hear you.
Um, can you please, can you share my slide so that I can just speak to it? So, can you please remind me where I stopped so I can continue? Where did I stop? Can you
The
remind me so
court
that we can
management
continue
information.
from there?
This in Zoom. Therefore, he wants you guys to share the slide. I think he's having issues sharing the slide.
Just remind me where I stopped so I can continue. I can continue from where I stopped. Just let me know where I stopped so I can continue. Okay, let me continue from the engine of a smart court. Smart court is yet towards transforming our courts deliver justice. I mean, the key areas are faster case resolution through automation, remote access for judges, lawyers, and citizens, transparent processes with digital case trails, efficient paperless workflows that save time and resources. I mentioned before, the digital case trail is important because when a case is filed, we do not know what time it is done. And then sometimes, for instance, the case is filed in a on digital platform. The time the case is filed is stated there. The time the commissioner for oath will do the oath is there. When the case is even transferred to the judge, everything is digital and it makes it seamless. I go to the engine. I go to the attributes of the distinction where we have to compare the smart cost versus the service. The first attribute I mentioned before is filing process. In the court, you need to have physical submissions where you have to attend court physically to submit your court documents. Then we have court as a service where you have online e-filing. I mean, the issue with this and the resolution, what it has been able to solve. In the past, you see clients in Lagos, they have to file a case in Abuja. The deponent lives in Lagos and his business is in Lagos. And repeatedly, we have to advise clients to, lawyers would have to advise their clients to, they have to travel to the registry in Abuja just to swear for an affidavit or a witness deposition. I think with the online e-filing system, you don't have to do that anymore. It makes it more accessible. I said before, the court system registrars will resume work between 9 and 4 p.m., 9 o'clock in the morning and 4 p.m. But remote filing is 24/7 in the morning and in the evening. And some of our magistrates that assign cases, they wake up Saturday morning, they see all the cases on the platform. They are assigned to the magistrate to deal with. in an efficient and friendly way. Then we also have the cost. I remember when in the banking industry, there was a time you could only take money from your branch of Lagos. You'll have to travel just to make a transfer. But right now, you can do transfer from the comfort of your homes, and that makes banking accessible to many more people. And that's where the cost should be, where you can do all of these things without having to travel, and ultimately you save some money. Record of proceedings, which is a problem we have in the High Court. We have the staff will have to, we have transcribers that will do the proceedings, but it's not real time because it requires time to edit. It also requires time. At the end of the day, you end up printing volumes. Some proceedings run into 100 to 300 pages. But with the technology-driven recording system, it's easy to get this record of proceedings out, and it's a more efficient process. I'm now going to discuss, so I haven't done the comparison between the smart court place versus service. I'll discuss what court as a service offers. Partly I've discussed it, but I'll discuss it in more detail now. Now, the e-filing system, it ensures case files are filed. You can file your cases electronically from anywhere. I mentioned instances where witnesses have to travel from Lagos to Abuja for their witness deposition or affidavit. We also have many cases now where the witnesses are even abroad. And sometimes lawyers will have to demand that they attend court physically. You can imagine the cost. So what the e-filing system is physical paperwork and in-person visits. It improves speed and convenience for legal practitioners. Then we have the e-assessment and case number assignment. The e-assessment ensures once a case is filed, we automatically calculate the filing fees. It also ensures errors. The case application management, what it does is to track case progress from filing to judgment, provide dashboard for stakeholders. And it's important that I discuss this tracking case from filing to judgment. We tested that with the magistrate using the Lagos CoMiS recently. And at the end of the month, where they have to file, the magistrate has to file their monthly returns. Given the fact that they have imputed the progress of the case from inception, from filing to the end, their returns is automatically computed, and the judgments are there, and we have a clear record. So the manual way of duplicating documents, which you must have, they also have e-signatures. So the manual process of duplicating documents and submitting to the Judicial Service Commission monthly, it makes it more efficient, and you don't have to do the manual paperwork flow anymore. Application management, request affidavit forms and certified copies online. All of this can be done online. It also streamlines administrative processes. We have the e-affidavit, which you have the QR code to verify whether it's authentic or not. And that way, with the e-affidavit in Lagos, we have one way try to reduce the participation of staff around the court. And someone will travel from a place in Lagos to the court just to do an affidavit. Then some of these staff and around the court premises, they charge a higher fee, and some even go as far as producing fake documents just to make additional profit. But if the public is aware that they can file most of these things online, then they don't have they will save the travel time. They will also ensure that they get accurate documents that can easily be verified anywhere in the world. Well, I've discussed the e-affidavit and the e-payment system. The e-payment system, which I will express on a bit, is to ensure that every single penny or kobo that has been paid as filing fee is accounted for. And that way, the court ensures that the revenue is intact and accurate and is 100%. I mean, for states that have not adopted the e-payment system, by the time it is done, then you will see the discrepancy as to what was accounted for in the past and how much you see the court is generating now, because every penny, if you bypass, if it's e-payment system, then you bypass some of the mistakes by staff or for the affidavit, some of the files that hang around the court premises and take the money and never release it to the court registry. It also ensures we have a centralized payment system for court fees. I said before, and I repeat, enhancing revenue tracking and eliminate cash handling. Case assignment and video conferencing. Automation of case assignment to judges ensure fair and balanced workload. I mean, the way the case assignment is designed is such a way that once a case is assigned, the assigning judge or the magistrate will see how many cases have been assigned to each particular judex. Therefore, you can balance it. If number one has 10 cases, then number two has 3, then you can give number 2 more so that there's a balance regarding assignment of cases. And with the manual process, yes, you can remember the assigning judex, you remember having assigned a couple of cases to a particular judex, but then you do not know how many. And so it's a question of guesswork. Then we can, with this platform, we can see how much how many cases have been assigned to each judex. Then with video conferencing, it enables remote court hearings and virtual court sessions. It also expands access to justice across regions. One key aspect of technology is the inclusion. Now, when we sit in Lagos and we generally assume that we have access to internet, and that we can always enter the courtroom, you know, and present our cases. We also look at people in remote areas having to travel to the courthouse. I mean, in Lagos, we have courts everywhere, but in some states, you have to travel a long distance to get to court. The experience we have had with remote hearings and virtual court session has been very good, because we've now had to take witnesses all over the country without them having to travel to Lagos. One advice that I give to for the practitioners is if there's a virtual conference, always good to have colleagues all over the state where they can easily go to the chambers of perhaps a colleague in Benue State, because we know that not every area will have good access to the internet. And so if a witness has to testify, just tell him to go to a colleague in a proper law office where you have good access to the internet in that state, to eliminate glitches that may occur during the video conferencing. That way, you give more people access to justice. They can present their case without having to travel long distances. Document authentication and e-signatures. The amendment to the Evidence Act permits electronic signatures, and now we can use it to ensure secure filing and reduce forgery risk. Real-time notifications. the e-filing system keeps lawyers, litigants, and judges updated on hearings, rulings, and proceedings. And they get the notification on their own platform, and it's easy for them to know exactly when to attend for. If a time is fixed, then they have the notification and they can attend for that time. Analytics and performance dashboards. Now we can track cases outcome, we can track the timeline, and we can also get the user feedback. Then again, we can determine how many cases have been concluded within this period of time. It's easy because everything is digital, and so you can always have access to all of these. The speech to text. The Describer is one of the local tech advancements on speech to text. Well, speech to text technology has existed, but we've always had the problem with our own peculiar requirements. And we have our own peculiar intonation. And so Describer has been developed to cover this defect, and it's a local technology. And so when you mention local names, Describer will easily identify, but some other foreign platforms may not really get the local dialect, the way we spell our names, the way we pronounce. And so Describer gives up to 90% accuracy in voice to text transmission. And that's not all. Describer gives you have the transcript almost immediately. Then again, once it's used in court, I think courts are adopting Describer now. There's the general distrust amongst practitioners and the bench. And that's why some lawyers will say, I want my law to put it on record, thinking that the court is not recording all that is being said. You know, some may be polite enough to say, may it be on record. Regardless, the important thing is that once in this technology and at the point is deployed across all the courts, everything said in court is transcribed. So the distrust will be eliminated. Then you have the CoMiS AI support, which also gives summaries of processes and proceedings. I think the technology that will come is where the lawyers can use their own part of it. Then the judge will be able to use his own part of it. And I think ultimately it will ensure that the volume, what we contend with in Nigerian court is volume. If there's technology that can allow us to be more efficient, then the volume will be significant. We can deal with the volume with deploying technology and AI support systems. Enhancing access and transparency. I've said that Smart Court establishes digital footprints of case actions. The storytelling by some of the staff, oh, I did not get the file, and so I could not transmit it to the court, will be eliminated because the digital platform will show exactly when the time, the day the assignment was done, the case file was transmitted, eliminate the human error aspect of it. Secure structured access to record for litigants, lawyers, and judges. The record is very clear. Every legal action, once entered digitally, will leave a traceable record. It's called a digital footprint. This supports transparency and fosters trust in the judicial process. Counsel, lawyers, litigants can now securely access case materials from remote locations, helping to avoid unnecessary delays or misinformation. These systems remove redundant steps and reduce administrative bottlenecks. Tasks that once took days now happen in seconds, and with audit trails intact. You can always verify. Now, all of this is to build trust in the system through technology. When citizens experience responsive court services, when they see that services are timely, they are transparent, they are consistent, trust in the justice system is secured. Courts of the 21st century are evolving into service hubs, where each actor, from bench to the bar to the registry, contributes to a unified experience for users. With better data management, courts can ensure that decisions are backed by evidence, removing suspicion and delay induced frustration. And one of these is, I mentioned before, on the transcript. The court makes an order to file final written addresses on both sides, in some cases 21 days, in some 14 days. But the first person to file has 14 or 21 days. He waits for the transcript for 18 to 20 days, thereby reducing the time he has to file his final. Of course, ultimately, he will apply for the extension of time and give the reason, saying that he could not get the transcript in good time. But of course, if the transcript were to be available contemporaneously with the closing of the case, that way there won't be delay. Eliminate that delay in filing the final written address, and so many other instances, which I cannot discuss now due to time. Now, while Nigerian courts must embrace, or Nigeria must embrace smart court, the smart court system is more than innovation. It is a transformative force for delivering justice faster. By embracing technology-driven solutions, we can do so many things. Reduce case backlogs. I've already explained how the cyber can work. If transcripts are readily available, I trust that most of the lawyers will have it easy to file their closing submissions. It will improve access to legal services by breaking barriers of distance, time, and cost. It will uphold the rule of law in a rapidly changing digital first world. I mentioned something earlier regarding open justice. More and more members of the public want to know what is happening in court. Would it not be nice for someone in the academia who read about a case in the papers, he wants to see the transcript? Then we can apply online. The current system, in my view, we will have to come to court, bring an application. Even lawyers who participated in the proceedings were present in court when the decision was given. They have to go back to chambers, write an application for CPC. The application for CPC goes for initially assessment, the judge's approval. All of this with human interface. The registrars are taking the file from one table to the next. At the end of the day, you cannot get it in real time. In some cases, even when the judge has signed the decision, it's ready, but the bottlenecks administrative. And again, a third party who is not even a party to the case, open justice demands that you can apply for it and get it. Members of the media, they listen to the decision in court, they want to report it. They do not know exactly what the court said. They want to be sure. They don't want to report what is wrong. They can easily apply online and get the decision. They are right to have it. That is what open justice demands. But would the journalists go back and write a letter? They go through all of these processes that may take a whole day when he needs to report immediately, because most of the publishers want to be the first to report, but they need to be sure what they write, what they give out to the public. But of course, when they have the transcript, they have the certified copy of the transcript. And that's why we have the eCCC, which they can get in record time. It eliminates all the processes, and they will also have the document they rely on. And they don't need to have the hard copy of that document. It's sent to them by email. And once they have that email copy, certified copy, of course, they would have paid the fees for certification. which in most states is not so much. Lagos is 200 for a page. At the end of it, they have the e-copy they can share and they can report what they have to report in a timely manner. We must lead the way in shaping a judicial system that is efficient, inclusive, and that is ready for the future. The younger generation today already have access to the internet. A 5-year-old would navigate, and you cannot believe what these youngsters can do with a phone. Even the owner of the phone may not even have the knowledge as to how to access certain things. But they are the future. They are going to be the practitioners who are coming. Then we must be prepared to embrace them, to show their interest in what we do, particularly the court. Justice without delay for everyone, and that's what we are preaching today. And I've given 3 examples. A farmer in Ekiti using CoMiS can attend virtual court hearings from his village, save time, travel costs, and income while still accessing justice. I said before, and I must repeat, that litigant or that farmer need not stay in his farm because we have issues with the internet service. And so if you want to give, if you must attend virtual court proceedings, it is always tied there. Identify a good law firm in the city. Let him go to their chambers or meeting room to have a meeting. There you trust that the internet is reliable. There you trust there is power. And there you trust you have the lawyers and support staff and even IT officers who can troubleshoot and attend to him rather than give evidence from spam where the bandwidth is low. And so that's the task we must deploy for most of the virtual court hearings. Most practitioners that attend court assume it's virtual, and so you must have it. No, but it's virtual. You must also have certain ethics that you must apply to ensure that the process is seamless. A lawyer in Abuja, example number 2, can collaborate seamlessly on case filing with a colleague in Port Harcourt. They can share documents and get instant updates through secure digital platforms. I remember those days when lawyers are collaborating, you need to travel, sit down, travel costs, hotel costs, and all of that. The third example is judges nationwide can deliver judgments faster, supported by transcription services, clear digital case files, automated scheduling, and performance metrics that enhance transparency and accountability. Here are my recommendations. Full digitization of service delivery. Judicial system must evolve to meet user-centric expectations. I mentioned before, and I repeat, the younger generations already have access to these tech systems. They cannot do without it. And so we must be ready to embrace them when they will be the new breed of lawyers. We cannot say we won't move along with them. It's a form of discouragement, because if we want our children to practice law in this country, then we must be prepared to embrace their tech systems so that they find it seamless and not encounter the challenges we did encounter when we started. Indeed, in our own time, the options were not many, but now countries all over the world will embrace them if we fail to meet their expectations. Smart court is not just a system, it is the operational infrastructure for courts as service institutions. But the journey isn't just about adopting technology, it's about changing mindset, redesigning court processes, and putting users center. The question for all of us, judges, lawyers, registrars, and technologists, is not can we go digital, but rather how quickly can we evolve to meet the justice needs of a changing world. I need to close with this very brief remarks. My Lord, distinguished participants, I started with the lecture at the University of Lagos, where part of the discussion was that technology companies, and legal tech startups must offer, the ones in Nigeria must offer tailor-made, secure, and affordable solution designed for the Nigeria justice system. The Lagos experience with CoMiS, Lagos CoMiS, demonstrates this potential. The system has processed approximately over 200,000 filings and revolutionized case management. We must create an ecosystem where technology serves justice. Our digital solution must be inclusive. Of course, it must be secure, and it must always be sustainable. It must be in the DNA of every court staff. At the heart of every digital innovation lies a human story, citizens seeking justice, lawyers advocating for their clients, judges striving to give fair decisions. The vision must be very clear. A judiciary where justice transcends courtroom walls, where all case allocation is smart and transparent, where records are digital and searchable. And finally, in the 21st century, the choice is very clear. A court that remains a place will only serve a few people. A court that becomes a service will serve all. I thank you all for listening. I must apologize for the glitches we had. Indeed, the cyberspace has many options. So we have to switch from one option to the next until we finally got it right at about 11:30, 30 minutes into the program. I sincerely apologize for this. Thank you very much. I'll take questions now. And if Cinfores, they have anything to add, they can do that.
Thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate you for that very insightful and interesting session there. Once again, we're very pleased to have you join us today. We have a few questions for you from our chat here. Bright is saying, is there a way that the assessment can be automated to save time? Secondly, there are times documents are uploaded but can't be found for assessment and possible payments. So perhaps you take the two questions together. The first one says, is there a way that the assessment can be automated to save time? Yes, sir.
Yes, the first question, assessment automated. Yeah, there are filing fees and to be paid. And there are different categories of litigation. Some may be originating summons, some may be risk of summons, some may be default summons in the magistrate court, some may be small claims. So that human interface is important. And of course, there are several levels of indicators of filing. You need to file, whether you file the way, there's an assessment for that. The witness statement, there's an assessment for that. The list of documents, the assessment for that. So that we need manual interface. But of course, we don't know what the future holds. If there's a global fee rate for filing of everything, perhaps the future we may think of that. But for now, it's manual. That's a more effective way we can do it for now. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. Another question here says, our processes get delayed due to the movement of staff from the open registry. Is it possible to have registrars who will not be transferred from this department Yes,
well, transfer is a purely administrative mechanism, and so yes, they will be transferred. But I think the way the digital system works, there's a degree of human interface, but not all. I don't now know which state is referring to, but in Lagos, in the magistrate court where we adopt CoMiS, this process is seamless. In fact, you won't even know the staff who is assessing your work because it's all digital from beginning to end. I didn't mention it in the presentation, but let me mention it now. No matter how much we go digital, the human element is still important. So we still have staff to manage this thing. So the CoMiS system in the magistrate court is seamless. Movement of staff will not affect it. In fact, the way it has been designed, if staff A is going on leave, it automatically moves to staff B. It has been designed in such a way that it's going to be seamless. So if you mention the particular court, then I can give a bit more detail. But for the CoMiS system, the magistrate court is extremely seamless. Yes, it is. Yes. Any other?
Yes, sir, there are more questions for you, just a few more. Someone is asking, is this CoMiS in any way different from Reef CoMiS we use? Okay, yeah, so I'll answer that. It's the same platform. Reef CoMiS is the same as CoMiS. Okay, so I'll just move to the next one. How can we get the judicial officers to key into the process? Why should lawyers be required to bring hard copies of filed processes to court? Why should lawyers be required to bring hard copies? Yes, sir.
So what we do now is a hybrid, not 100% digital. And there are many reasons for this. Not everyone will do it electronically. So we adopted the hybrid to give space. Over time, we'll move 100% digital. It's a transformation from paper to hybrid, and soon we'll go 100% digital. So it's just for a short period of time. I think in the next year, we'll be 100% digital. And digital, I mean,
okay. Someone is saying the court registrars feel intimidated by their computers and thus refuse to learn how to create organized virtual file storage. How can they go through this challenge? How can they, survive with this kind of attitude from the court registrars who feel intimidated by their computers?
Yes, it's not uncommon. Even when ATM started to use ATM in Nigeria, some people did not go near the ATM machine. But now even illiterate can do that. And so, but in the presentation, I said something about sustaining. And so what we are doing currently is to train a lot of the court staff. Tech should be in their DNA. And ultimately, with time, they get used to it. Indeed, not just the court staff that are intimidated, even lawyers and litigants. So it's a lot of robust training. I mean, when we grew up, we didn't have phones. Then later we had phones. Then now we have smartphones. But no child in this country today goes without a form of device. They even have JAM itself is computer-based. I mean, and they check their WAEC results online, law school results online. So the new generation, all we need to do is to put in place a system. The new generation will be the court registrars. They have been trained with tech from age 5, 6. They got their JAM online, They got their law school results. So they will be the court registrars of tomorrow. They are going to be the judges, magistrates, and lawyers tomorrow. What we must do now is to create a system. When we create that system, we try and train the users of the system repeatedly. Then the generation to come are already, and of course, most of the tests they write now for appointment to most government departments, they have computer-based tests. That's to ensure that these people are well equipped to not be incorporated into the system. So that time will pass, and the intimidation will cease. Yes, just a matter of time.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much for your wealth of knowledge you've brought into the session. We are so glad to have you. Thank you to you for accepting to, champion this cause. And to our viewers out there, we want to thank you for your patience. Once again, we apologize for the technical issues earlier on. It was due to some technical challenges, and we hope that subsequent sessions will be seamless. I also want to let us know that this broadcast will be running in a series from now to the 11th of September. So every Thursday from next week, we would be having this webinar, different topics, different members of the judiciary will be joining us and enlightening us on how technology has come in to enhance court processes and services. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Cinfores Limited. Hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification bell. And if you like what we've done here today, please don't forget to like this video and turn on your notification, like I said, so you get notified of more content from this channel. Thank you very much once again for joining us. My name is Happiness Mebari, and we'll leave you with some of our adverts of our products from Cinfores Limited. Thank you very much, and see you next Thursday. Bye for now.
CoMiS, rendering efficient court services.
The Court Management Information System (CoMiS) provides robust relational databases, digital archiving, analytics, proceedings, management and reporting techniques, which aims at phasing out the traditional pen, paper, and hard copy filing processes and procedures. The features of CoMiS are e-filing, e-affidavits, e-assessments, e-payments, case/case suit number assignment and management, video conferencing, applications management, probate management, list pendants management, virtual hearing, and so on. The benefits of CoMiS are case filing convenience, anywhere and at any time, remote/virtual hearing of court cases, access to case details such as court and date of hearing, proceeding judge, and so on from the portal. Make applications online for search, certified true copy of documents, affidavits, and so on. Regularly get update of court proceedings upon payment of prescribed fees. Improved revenue generation, automation of court processes, improved operational efficiency, and capacity development for judiciary staff. The Rivers State Judiciary, FCT Customary Court of Appeal, Oyo State Judiciary, Osun State Judiciary, Lagos State Judiciary, and Ekiti State Judiciary are some of our clients. Our target market/users are State's Judiciary and the general public, that is, e-affidavits. For more information, contact us at www.cinfores.com/comis.
This is CoMiS, an easy